Have you ever been ready to make a left turn and suddenly another vehicle is coming at a high speed from the opposite direction? You're not sure if you're going to floor it and get out of that person's way, or you may decide, no, they're going to wait on me. How about we look over what the law says, talk about some of the safety tips, and give you my opinion on how you should probably make a left turn moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. This is Raf. My hope is to be able to share some of my traffic knowledge from years of experience to make you a safer driver, no matter what your age. You could be a teenager, an older person, somebody who's been driving forever and has doubts. And I'm hoping to clarify some things. Most of my experience has been in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York, Delaware, Ohio, and now in Georgia. I did law enforcement mostly in Georgia. Spent 7 years here, and so I saw a lot of things, learned a lot of things, and I was also a tractor trailer driver, and saw many crazy, wild things while I was out there. With that said, I am not an attorney, and I never want to be an attorney. But I did spend time, like I said, in law enforcement. I drove commercial vehicles for a better part of my life. I have trained in several vehicle operations, training classes, have gained a lot of knowledge through years of experience and mistakes along the way. Many of my examples and references in my video are based in Georgia, like I already mentioned. This is here in the U.S. If you're outside of the U.S., you might want to look up your country's law. I'm not sure if they are any different from ours in the United States, but for the most part, they don't change much, I don't think. Just like in the United States, state to state, signs are the same, they read the same, they have the same numbers, same colors, whatnot. More than likely, it's different in your country, but you could always just join us and learn something. Although I feel this is more common sense training, sadly, common sense is not so common anymore. So the law says a left turn yield on green. A left turn yield on green sign at an intersection means drivers in the left turn lane may make a left turn on a green arrow and also on a green light after yielding to oncoming traffic. Once the green arrow changes to regular green light, the left-hand turn lane no longer has the right of way. Let's look at the example that I have here and we'll be back. So left turns. Let's look at my little PowerPoint presentation here with all the cool colors and the road and the cool convertible there that I somehow found online. Anyhow. So left turns, very important. A lot of times, a lot of accidents occur due to people always, constantly in a hurry to make these left turns. And like I said, most of my experience and the laws that I will mention here will be in the state of Georgia, but they pretty much apply everywhere. So in Georgia, it says right here to turn on the left signal before you make the left turn, obviously, right? So you're using your turn signal, which a lot of people seem to forget, and that's when, jokes come up like, hey, your turn signal's out of fluid. You'll hear that joke someday, I don't know. Look both ways, make sure the oncoming lanes are clear. The oncoming lanes. That means if you look down the road and there's a car coming your way, don't go. Okay, make the turn from a designated lane. Use the left lane. So a lot of times, a lot of states, it's different in each state, but here in Georgia, if you're making a left from a left lane, so you might have the 2-lane, right, turning lane, two lanes turning into one road. If you're on the left lane, you're expected to turn and get on the left lane when you get on the new road. If you are on the right lane, you're expected to get on the right lane. Do not enter into the right lane. In some states, it is illegal to enter right lane after your turn is completed. Just what I was saying. So in Georgia, the Uniform Code, the 40-6-120A2, informs drivers of their proper method of turning left at intersections in Georgia. Under this statute, the driver of a vehicle intending to turn left shall approach the turn in the extreme left-hand lane lawfully available to traffic moving in the direction of travel of the turning vehicle. Yield the right-of-way to all traffic coming from the opposite direction. When making a left turn, slow down and prepare to stop when approaching a yield sign. So one thing I notice here in Georgia is that whenever someone is making a left, they somehow think they have the right of way, and they could be an oncoming car getting ready to make a right turn into the road, and this car decides to cut them off. There's an accident, and then, well, you know. So for instance here, so we'll look at this car, right? This car right here. This is the car that's about to make the left on. There's two lanes here, but let's just say there's just one. And then he's looking to make a left onto this road, right? So he's making the left. Let's just pretend this is just one lane. He's making the left, right? Making the left. He put a turn signal, he's about to make the left. This car is coming opposite. Now, he could make a right if he wanted to, and he would have the right of way. He could go straight and also have the right of way. People sometimes believe that because this person is slowing down to turn, they have the right to just go ahead in front of them. That's not the case. That only applies whenever there's a yield sign here, or they have a red light and this person has a green light. Pretty simple, isn't it? This just example here, actually, just by understanding it, if you're making a left, right, you're going across this lane. This lane. Anybody coming up this lane has the right of way. Not you. Not you. But if this person made a left over here and you were coming through here, you would have the right of way, right? But that's not the case here. And a lot of people think that because I'm making a right turn here, you know, you even have people stop here. That's stopping on the road. That's also illegal. This person never has the right of way when they're coming this way, unless, again, there's a yield sign here for this person to stop, or there's a red light, or there's a stop sign. Then, you know, it's kind of like who got there first. So, but maybe this illustration will help. Let me know. If it doesn't, then, you know, leave some feedback. Let me know what you think. So one of the reasons I'm sharing this training video here is because I noticed, especially here in Georgia, when somebody's making a left turn, they think they have the right of way, no matter what the sign says, no matter what they got a green arrow on that. And I've noticed, and I've witnessed a lot of accidents actually in my early years of law enforcement. I remember responding to a tractor trailer making a left turn onto a highway, onto a state highway, and opposite to them was I believe it was a Ford Mustang at the time, young guy driving a Ford Mustang, between 19 to 22-year-olds, kid, and the driver of the tractor trailer was making a left turn. Kid hit the trailer, right, causing the accident, destroying the car, obviously. You know, tractor trailer driver was upset. I show up on the scene. At the time, I was a patrol officer, so we pretty much handed over traffic accidents to the traffic unit. But I stayed around to help out as I could. And a senior police officer shows up, begins to work the wreck. I tell him what both the driver of the Ford and the driver of the tractor trailer told me. And in my mind, was the person at fault was the driver on the Mustang. He was flying, he was speeding, because there were several witnesses saying he was driving really fast down the road, and that's why he hit the truck. Now, that was a contributing factor. However, the person who was at fault was the tractor trailer, because they made a left turn without yielding to oncoming traffic. And I've seen that many times again. And I learned that day from this traffic cop, and you know, responding to other calls along the years that I did, and working wrecks that I did, because a lot of people, for some reason, believe they have the right of way. And I always tell them, if you're making a left, you're invading someone else's traffic. You do not have the right of way. So I caution you guys to always be careful. If you're making a left lane, whether it's onto a highway, whether it's onto a road, whether it's onto a shopping center, gas station, whatever, if there's cars coming, don't challenge it. Don't try it. You never know when your car might decide it's not going to work. It's going to shut down as you're making that left turn, and then that oncoming vehicle is going to strike you. Okay. Purpose of this video is not so much to rage like I do often, like the name of the channel is, right? Road Raging Raph. But to bring more, what can I say? Awareness on keeping you safe on the road. And if you're safe, I'm safe, we're all safe. We could go ahead, accidents are preventable. I believe it. If we're all doing our part, we could prevent accidents. So hope you enjoyed the video. If it did, and if it brought you any value whatsoever, hit that like, subscribe. I'll be making more videos just like this one. Hopefully they will help you out in many ways, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you in the next one.